Patreon early access, YouTube. We got some new content for you. Up against the world, up against the wall, not the world. Tony work. I'm gonna throw you in here. So this is keeping the guy down. When the guy's looking to build up, every fighter in the world is gonna look to build. No one's gonna stay here. This isn't 1995. They're gonna look to get up. So if I have Tony, he's well against the wall, and there's absolutely no space between his hips and the wall. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create space. I'm gonna do that by pulling Tony towards me, so I make a grip on his hip. What's good about this is I can go tight waist on this side, and I don't have to worry about him hitting a Makikomi in this direction or Peterson roll in this direction. So I can afford to go deep if I need to. But a grip on the waist will do. So it's up to you what you want to do. But just get him off the wall, so pull him. Get that little bit of space. When you get that little bit of space, you're now gonna fill that void with your right knee. So now he no longer has the wall to stand up. From here, I'm gonna shuck my elbow up against his elbow and get a bit of extension. Just a little bit. After that, I'm gonna slide my right knee on the near side. So I'll slow it down next time. But I'm gonna put my right knee against his, and I'm gonna slide it straight towards his butt, just to break his base. From here, there's always gonna be space on the opposite side. So watch how I kick my left foot through, I switch sides, and as he starts to build up, which he's gonna do, I can go to my power half. Power half Nelson, I start to drive down, drive down, drive down. I place my top hook in, I insert my bottom hook high on the hip, and I either go post rear mount, or if I can, I'll take my body triangle and look for the strangle from the rear. So there's a lot of things going on there, a lot of moving parts. So let's try to analyze a little bit closer. First, understand what he's trying to accomplish. The guy's trying to get up. He's trying to build and stand up. Most guys are going to use the cage link fence to get up. They're going to try to use it. So take that away from him. Get him coming off the wall. Frame on his hips. Post one hand on the mat and then pull him directly away from the cage. As soon as that happens, you gotta move, because this guy's a super athlete. He's gonna get his hips right back to the wall, right away. So watch how as I pull him, before he's even able to settle, I'm already switching sides, and I'm on the opposite side. And then from here, everything goes forward. I knee him in the butt, I shuck everything forward just for a split second. I can now drag my knee up against his and break him down. Now nothing says I can't simply place my right hook in. I could do that. Hit, build. Yeah. I can place my right hook in. The issue with that now, though, is if I go to do my power half, the wall kind of gets in the way. It's not impossible, it's just it's a little bit harder. So what I'm teaching you to do is break them forward, extend them. Now from this position, switch sides. As he builds, I go power half. And we're in a perfect position to go for the finish. So it's a constant changing of directions, which is going to give you the ability to go for the finish. Make sure you guys subscribe. All right, let's take a look at it again. His goal, we understand it, we take away from it. We can go tight waist because the Makikomi is not possible, the wall's in the way. If he goes to grab my wrist and roll me, he's gonna roll me into the cage. So I'm right here. I pull him, I slide into the void, I break him forward, I break him down at the hip. From here, I slide everything over. He builds, builds, and I'm able to now put pressure on his head. So notice that I'm doing a few details that I like to do, where I'm not driving directly against his neck. See here? I'm not driving up against his neck because he's just gonna post on the mat and bring his head up off the ground. I'm turning my elbow towards the top of his head, here and here. So now as I start to lean, if he tries to lean, pick his head up, it's hard because my elbow is at the top of his head, the zenith of his head. I sag my body off his shoulder line, and I'm able to make that adjustment where I can then place my foot high on the back, hide my bottom hook, and look to go for the finish from there. Let's do it again, one last time. Final time for YouTube. Check out my Patreon link. I just put up 2 new videos this week, 2 exclusive videos you won't find here on YouTube. That's linked below. I go tight waist, I get him off the wall. Number one thing, I cover that space immediately. He only has one option, is to move away from me, which is predictable. He doesn't have the cage to support. Once I do that, I know I need extension. So I start to beat him at the elbow. I post on the mat, I slide my knee up against his by getting my hip nice and low. From here, I throw my left hook in, but as I transition to the far side, there's gonna be a little bit of letting of pressure, so he's gonna have the ability to build. See? He does that, he builds. We go power half, we put pressure, and we immediately, this is the key, I immediately escape my left hook towards the top of his hip. So he's not able to escape my bottom leg, okay? And then from here, you can go post rear mount. You can look to lock up the body triangle if you need the hand assist. you can always hand assist to give yourself an ideal body triangle. And then from here, you can go for the triangle. That's it right there. Make sure you guys subscribe. Check out the Patreon. Everything is linked below. You can check the pinned link, the pinned comment in the first comment, and it'll have everything linked below. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it.